Brown. After all, science has shown a person's character isn't really established until he's at least 5 years old.
But I'm 5! I'm more than 5!
Oh well, that's the way it goes.
The only thing wrong with my big brother Charlie Brown is his lack of confidence. His inferiority and his lack of confidence. His clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence. Actually, his stupidity, his clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence.
Charlie Brown has never pitched a winning baseball game, never kept a kite in the air, never won a game of checkers. He's never even successfully punted a football. Sometimes I marvel at his consistency.
I think Charlie Brown has nice hands.
It truly is a dog's life, a life of challenges. You try acting all excited when that round-headed kid comes home from school.
Good look at Charlie Brown's face. Would you please hold still a minute, Charlie Brown? I want Linus to study your face. Now this is what you call a failure face, Linus. Study it carefully. You rarely see such a good example. Notice the deep lines, the dull vacant look in his eyes? Yes, this is the perfect sample of a failure face you're liable to see in a long while.
And I think how beautiful it is, how my life lies before me. And I get a very positive feeling about things. Like this morning, for instance. The sky is so clear and the sun so bright. How could anything go wrong on a day like this? I'm late! But the answer isn't clear, then I hear.
Get on the bus!
on one of the worst times of day for me. I better see what I got. Peanut butter. Some psychiatrists say people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And when you're lonely, the peanut butter sticks to the roof of your mouth. There's that cute little redheaded girl over there. I wonder what she'd do if I went over and introduced myself. She'd probably laugh in my face. It's hard on a face when it gets laughed in. There's an empty seat right next to that little redheaded girl over there. There's no reason why I can just go over and sit next to her. I could do that right now. All I have to do is stand up. I'm standing up. I'm sitting down. I'm such a coward. I'm so much of a coward, she probably wouldn't even think of looking at me. In fact, I don't remember her ever looking at me. Is there any reason in the world why she doesn't look at me? If she's so great and I'm so small, she can't spare one little... She's looking at me. She's looking at me.
No. You're thinking the dress that I wore last week when I went to the Sidness party. The dress that I'm talking about was the very light blue one with the sash around the middle. I don't remember. Something like this. The skirt went out like this, little puffy sleeves like this, and a sash around the waist like that. Oh, I remember. Yes, well that was the dress that I wore last week when I met Frida, and she says she saw a dress just like it over at...
Well, lunchtime is among one of the worst times of day for me. If that little redheaded girl saw me with this stupid bag over my head, she'd probably think I'm the biggest fool alive. But if she isn't looking, then maybe I could take it off quickly and she'll never notice it. On the other hand, I can't tell if she's looking or not until I take it off. Then again, if I never take it off, I'll never have to know if she's looking or not. On the other hand, it's getting really hard to breathe in here. She's not looking at me. I wonder why she never looks at me. Oh well, another lunch hour over with. Only 2,863 more to go.
nobody ever calls me Sugar Lips.
Beethoven was always fond of taking long walks in the country. He was always inspired by the beautiful sounds of the countryside. Beethoven had it nice.
Hey, Snoopy, we're home from school. Hi there, fella. Gosh, it's good to see ya.
I see, Pete. You're so adorable.
Me too. He's just about
The best there is.
I think they're swell. Isn't it remarkable how things turn out so well? Pleasant day, pretty skies, life goes on. Here I lie, not bad. Not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bed, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad at all. Faithful friends, always near me, bring me bones, scratch my ear. Little birds come to cheer me every day. Sitting here on my stomach with the sharp little claws. It's really cold and occasionally painful, and sometimes there are so many that I can hardly stand it. Rats! I feel every now and then I gotta bite someone. I know every now and then what I wanna be. Oh, be a jungle animal, crouched on a limb of a tree. La 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 la. I stay very, very still so I see a big sound count. I wait doing very well, every second counts. And then, like the beautiful creature I am, I pounce. I pounce. I pounce. No, I never realized it was so far down from ground from up here. Let me see. Where was I? Oh, that's right. The pretty skies. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bed, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I wonder if it's gonna snow tonight. Oh.
I think I'll walk right up to that little redhead girl and introduce myself. I think I'll introduce myself, and then I think I'll ask her to come over here and sit next to me. I think I'll ask her to sit by me, and then I think I'll tell her how much I've always admired her. I think I'll flap my arms and fly to the moon.
Hey, Snoopy, do you see the stick? I, being the human, will throw the stick, and you, the dog, will retrieve it.
I Charlie the dog could not be less interested.
Today's April Fool's Day, Charlie Brown, and I think I'm going to play a little trick on you. I think I'm going to play a little trick. You understand that, don't you? You understand that today's April Fool's Day? You sure? I want to be certain you understand. Okay. Hey, Charlie Brown, the little redhead girl over there wants to give you a big hug and kiss.
Really? Wow, this is fantastic.
April Fools! Just like shooting fish in a barrel. I got it!
You give me back my blanket.
No, I got it. I'm going to keep it. This is just the thing you need to break that disgusting habit.
Apparently you haven't read the latest scientific reports. Science has shown that a blanket to a child is just as important as a hobby is to an adult. Many a man spent his time restoring antique automobiles, building model trains, collecting old telephones, or even studying about the Civil War.
Really?
Certainly, and it helps these men to cope with their everyday problems. Now, I feel that it is going to be absolutely necessary for me to get my blanket back, so I'm just going to have to do a good yank. It's surprising what you can do with some smooth talking and some fast action. Got your back again. Delightful. Sucking your thumb without a blanket is like eating a cone without ice cream. My blanket and me.
Guys, come over here. You have to see this. Look at my little baby brother Linus with this little baby blanket.
There's your baby brother with this silly little blanket.
Well, you know how babies are with their blankets.
What do you mean? It's a cozy sanctuary, but it's far from necessary, 'cause I'm just as self-reliant as before. As a simple demonstration of my independent station, I will go and leave my blanket on the floor. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it, though I know you won't believe it. I'll just walk away and leave it on the floor. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it on the... Ah! Don't ever let me do that again. I thought I could do it. I actually thought I could do it. What? It's my blanket.
And me.
And me. And me.
And me.
When I got on my coach, all the people would wave and I would cheer at them.
Lucy, I believe queen is an inherited title. In order for one to become queen, they must be born into a royal family of the correct lineage so she can assume the throne after the death of a reigning monarch. I can't think of any possible way to become queen, Lucy. I'm sorry, but it's true.
And in the summertime, I will go to my summer palace, and I will wear my crown and swimming and everything, and all the people will cheer, and I will shout, "What do you mean I can't be queen?"
It's true.
There has to be a loophole. These types of things always have loopholes. They can't just keep someone from being queen if they don't want to be one. It's undemocratic.
Good grief.
I bet it's just a matter of knowing the right people. I bet with a few pieces of well-placed correspondence, and I will be queen in no time.
I think I'm just going to go back to watching television.
I know what I'll do. If I can't be queen, I will be rich. I'll work and work until I can buy myself a queendom.
Good grief.
Yes, I will be rich, and I'll kick out the old queen and take on the entire operation myself. I will be head queen, and in the summertime, I will go to my summer palace, and then I will...
What's the matter, Lucy?
Huh?
What happened to your queendom?
Oh, that? I decided to give it all up to cultivate my natural beauty. Now switch channels!
Are you kidding? I'm not one of your royal subjects. What makes you think you could just boss me around?
These 5 fingers. Individually, they're nothing. But when I curl them up into a single unit, they're a terrible force, terrible to behold.
Yes, Your Majesty. Why can't you guys do that too?
A seat. I got a C on my coat hanger sculpture. How did anyone get a C on a coat hanger sculpture? May I ask a question? Was I being judged on the sculpture itself? If so, is it not true that time alone can judge a work of art? Or was I being judged on my talent? If so, is it right that I be judged on a part without life that I have no control over? If I was being judged on my efforts, then I was being judged unfairly, for I tried my very hardest. Was I being judged on what I have learned from this project? If so, if not, then you, my teacher, also being judged to add your ability to transmit your knowledge to me? Are you willing to share my seat? Oh, well, perhaps I was being judged on the quality of the coat hangers that were used to make my sculpture. Now, is that not also unfair? Am I to be judged on the coat hangers used by my dry cleaning establishment to return our garments? Is this not the responsibility of my parents? Should they not also share my seat? Thank you, Miss Oakmar. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
With more rope, with more wind, with more hope. Gotta get the stupid kite to fly. Gotta make sure it doesn't snag, doesn't droop, doesn't drag. Gotta watch out for every little whoops. Less speed, more rise, less time, more now. Gotta keep my wits about me now. Gotta make sure it doesn't snag, doesn't droop, doesn't drag. Gotta watch out for every little. Millions of little kids do it every day. They make a kite proof it's in the sky. Leave it to me to have a wonderful kite who likes to see a little kid cry. Less more skill, less luck, one more will. Gotta face this fella eye to eye. Now that I've seen you chasing moles, climbing trees, digging holes, catching your string on everything passing by. Why not? What's it doing? It isn't on the ground. It isn't in a tree. It's in the air. Look at that. It's caught the breeze now. It's past the trees now. With room to spare. such a clumsy guy. If I really try, I can really fly a kite. Oh!
Dear Anne Flanders, last year I sent out 52 Valentines and received 75. This year I sent out 58 and only received 61. Am I right on blaming this on the zip code?
I'd give anything if that little redhead girl sent me a Valentine. Maybe she did send me a Valentine. Maybe she did send me a Valentine and it's in our mailbox right now. All I have to do is check. I'm afraid to look. If I look and there's nothing there, I'll be crushed. I've got to look. Hello? Nothing echoes like an empty mailbox.
Hey, big brother. I was thinking about why you didn't get any Valentines this year, and I think I figured it out. You didn't get any because no one sent you any.
I can't stand it. Look at them laughing and enjoying their Valentines. I sent everyone a Valentine, I know, this Valentine's Day, and did I get one in return? No, not one. I did not get a single Valentine. Everybody gets Valentines but me. Nobody likes me. I get about as many Valentines as a dog. My stomach hurts. Oh, Lucy, I'm so depressed. Everything's going wrong. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry to hear that, Charlie Brown. Maybe there's something I can do to help. Let me think. I got it. I think what you need most of all is to come right out and admit all the things that are wrong with you.
You really think that'll work?
Certainly.
All right, I'll try. I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid. I've always been stupid at spelling and numbers. I've never been much playing football or baseball or stickball or checkers or marbles or ping pong. I'm usually awful at parties and dances. I stand like a stick, or I cough, or I laugh, or I don't bring a present, or I spill the ice cream, or I get so depressed that I stand and I scream. Oh, how could there possibly be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly blah as me?
Well, that's okay for a starter.
A starter?
Certainly. You don't think that mentioning these few superficial failings is going to do you any good, do you? Why, Charlie Brown, you really have to delve. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody.
I'm moody.
You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And nobody likes me, not Rita or Shermie or Linus or Schroeder.
Or Lucy.
Or Lucy.
Or Snoopy.
Or... Now wait a minute, Snoopy likes me.
He doesn't like you. He only pretends to like you because you beat him. That doesn't count.
Oh, why was I born just to be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly...
Wait, you're not very much of a person.
But certain...
And yet there is reason for hope.
There's hope?
For although you are no good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have the distinction to be no one else but the singular, remarkable, unique Charlie Brown.
I mean...
Yes, it's amazingly
true friend, Liz. A true friend.
That'll be 5 cents, please.
Why is it always that I have my supper in the red dish, my drinking water in the yellow dish? One of these days, I'm gonna have my supper in the yellow dish, and my drinking water in the red dish. Because life's too short not to just live it up a little.
Shredder, do piano players make a lot of money?
Money? Who cares about money? This is great music I'm playing. And great music is an art. Do you hear me? An art, an art, an art!
You fascinate me.
What? What? What?
Call the principal and hand him the news. We got a holiday that he can refuse. A day of harmony, a day of music. Beethoven's birthday.
Beethoven Day?
A reverential mission. Beethoven Day. The hope of each musician. No more am I the only guy to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray.
Beethoven Day?
Yes, Ludwig von Beethoven, born 1779 and 1827, the oldest of 3 sons. Ludwig's mother was the daughter of the chief overseer.
Whatever. Shredder, I just want to let you know that I'm going to help you publicize Beethoven's birthday.
Well, thanks for your support. I just don't want to see Beethoven's birthday commercialized.
Commercialize?
Yes, the next thing you know, they'll be selling Beethoven sweatshirts. If you're wondering now how do we start, just blow the music till you know it by heart. We're gonna celebrate, we'll throw a party, Beethoven's birthday.
Beethoven Day.
And when you say the title,
Beethoven Day.
you'll hear a great recital. No more am I the only guy to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray. Beethoven Day. Beethoven Day. Beethoven Day. Beethoven Day. Beethoven Day. A reverential mission. A polyphonic jumble. The ride of every boy and girl. Stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray.
I got it. We'll submit full-page ads in every newspaper.
There's a line of Beethoven superstores.
I know! We'll build a Beethoven theme
You
park!
can have a big thing!
Wait, stop! That's too commercial! Let's imagine it, that glorious hour, filled with emotion, yet inspired with power, when we all honor the man we adore. On the day we place the newest face on Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. A moment of reflection. A classical injection. The Lord, am I the only guy to stand up and say, everybody can dance. Right, everyone, girl, get it today. Hooray,
was just thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could have our whole life to live over if we knew what we know now?
What do I know now?
Probably very little, Patricia. That isn't the case for me, however. For instance, I know now that being born beautiful carries an awesome weight of responsibility.
Isn't anybody curious to know what I know now?
I wouldn't say curious. Obligated is more like it. Okay, fine. Sally Brown, what do you know now?
I know now that you can't bend a cracker, no matter how hard you try. You may try. I know now that your body isn't leaking when you cry. When you cry.
I know now that a smile makes a lousy umbrella. Snoopy, go home.
I know now we should not try to sing a cappella.
I know now that you can't trust a daisy. They blab every chance they get.
I know now it's impossible to rain a violet.
I know now that the price of a thought is a penny.
I know now why the kids never sell very many.
If any. I know now that you can't bet a snowball.
You can, but not very high. Just think of the G, how great it would be if I could go back somehow and have my life to live over, knowing what I know now.
I know now that you can't ring a bluebell.
Well, not loud enough to hear. I know now that a weeping willow never sheds a tear.
I know now that you can't trade a bike for a brother.
I know now that you can't ever wink with your mother.
Or father further, I know now that you can pack your troubles in any kit bag that's made. Just think of the G, how great it would be if I could go back somehow and have my life to live over, knowing what I know, knowing what I know, knowing what I know now.
I know now that you can't lace a shoe fly.
You can't live on bubble gum.
I know now that I'll never learn to spell chrysanthemum.
I know now that you can't buy a bike for $1.
I know now that you can't float a flea with a collar. Do you get it, Sally?
I know now that you can't milk a cowslip.
You can, but it takes no how. Just think of the G, how great it would be if I could go back somehow and have my life to live over, knowing what I know, knowing what I know, knowing what I know now.
All right, everybody out for chasing rabbits.
Oh, good grief.
Come on, Snoopy, up and at 'em. It's a magnificent day for chasing rabbits. The air is clear, the sun is shining, the fields and woodlands lie open and inviting.
If it's such a magnificent day, why ruin it for the rabbits?
Come on, Snoopy, where's that old thrill of the chase? Where's your spirit of adventure? What kind of dog are you anyway?
I'm a sleeping dog. You take it from here.
You should be ashamed of yourself, wasting a perfectly good day like this. The scent is fresh, the trail is clear. Let's get out there and track us down a big old rabbit.
Oh well, I get the feeling she's determined. Well, if that's what she wants, she might as well get her money's worth.
Attaboy, Snoopy, we ought to see lots of game today.
Hey, Schroeder, what
I gave you?
Picture. Oh, I threw it away.
With your own hands?
Well, of course.
He touched my picture.
I'm having such a bad time lately. Maybe if I'm lucky, tomorrow will be a better day.
Well, in some parts of the world, tomorrow is today, and today is yesterday. So if tomorrow is today, tomorrow can't possibly be a better day, Charlie Brown.
Well, you're a lot of fun to be around.
Chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits.
Rabbits?
Rabbits.
A book report on Peter
A book
Rabbit.
report on Peter
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit is the stupid book about the stupid rabbit who's the special place from other people's gardens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 83 to go.
The name of the book about which this book report is about it. Peter Rabbit, which is about this rabbit. I found it very... I liked the part where it was it reminded me of Robin Hood. And the part where Little John took the rock to the sheriff from Nottingham's back. And then Robin and everyone swung from the trees in a sudden surprise attack. And they captured the sheriff and all was good, so they led him on back to the camp in the woods. And the sheriff was guessing their dinner at all. When he wriggled away and he sucked the ball, and the men rushed in and the arrows flew. Peter Rabbit did sort of that kind of thing too.
The other people's name was Dick Greger. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
In examining a work such as Peter Rabbit, it is important that the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot should not be allowed to blind the reader to its more substantial moral fabric. In this report, I plan to discuss sociological effects of family pressure so great as to drive an otherwise moral rabbit to perform acts of thievery which he consciously knew were against the law. I also hope to explore the personality of Mr. McGregor in his conflicting roles as farmer and humanitarian. Peter Rabbit is established from the start as a benevolent hero.
If I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all. I'll get a fresh start tomorrow since it's not due till Wednesday, and I'll have all of Tuesday unless something should happen. Why does this always happen? I should be outside playing, getting fresh air and sunshine. I work best under pressure, and there'll be lots of pressure. If I wait till tomorrow, I should start writing now. But if I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all.
The name of the rabbit, Peter. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ha!
Down came the staff on his head, crash, and Robin fell like a sack full of lead. Smash! The sheriff laughed and he left him for dead. Ha! But he was wrong.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Just then an arrow flew in. Wait! It was a sign for the fight to begin. See! And when it looked like the sheriff would win, ha! Away they ran. Just like rabbits who run a lot, as you can tell from the story of Peter Rabbit, which this report is about.
How do they expect us so miserable, it's so effectively, in so many
Not
ways.
to mention the extreme pressure exerted on him by his deeply rooted rivalry with Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail.
Peter Rabbit
Up and down, but I'm not really interested in it. And my feelings because I'm good at all. Peter Rabbit, Peter Rabbit.
And they were very, 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 very happy to be home.
The end.
94, 95, the very, very, very end.
Amen.
A book report on Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit was a large Rabbit was Peter Rabbit was a large Rabbit, 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 rabbit.
I haven't even started yet.
Peter
Dear contributor, we are returning your story as it does not fit our current needs. P.S. We noted you sent your story first class. Junk mail can be sent third class. Thank you. Signed, the editors. Maybe they're trying to tell me something. Maybe they're trying to tell me that the short story form isn't worthy of my talents. Maybe they're trying to tell me I should attempt the novel. Well, why not? I mean, I've got the time, I've got the talent, I've got the typewriter, and I've got the plot. Sometimes us writers take hours trying to find exactly the right words. It was a dark and stormy morning. Pat, flat, trite. It was a dark and stormy evening. It was a dark and stormy night. Night? Right. And suddenly a shot was heard. A shot was fired. And suddenly a shot rang out. Rang out. Inspired. The door slammed. The maid screamed. That's building suspense. When suddenly a pirate ship appeared on the horizon. Appeared. Past tense. Well, millions of people were starving. Well, millions of people were starving. Well, millions of people were starving. What? The king lives in luxury to thicken the plot. Meanwhile, on a small farm in Kansas, a boy was growing up. Masterful old pup, brilliantly done. You son of a gun, writing is fun. End of part one. I'll tie this all together later in part two. What's that wonderful smell? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Smells like money dipped in honey. Yes, the smell of success. Take a good whiff, snow was falling, and the little girl, no, small, no, little, no, small, no, the little girl with the tattered shawl, flower all day. Should she be selling matches? No, flowers. A violet, let's say, she had not sold a violets all day. Now the young intern was making an important discovery. The mysterious patient in room 23 had suddenly awoken. Now could it be that she was the sister of the boy from Kansas, of the girl with the tattered shawl, who was the daughter of the maid, who had escaped from the pirates? The intern frowned. That has a good ring to it.
What about the cape?
Champagne, the foreman shouted, and 40,000 herd of cattle thundered down the tiny ramp. 2 men crawled under the Ferris wheels, rattling on the ground. A left and a right, and a left and another left and a right. And isn't this exciting? An uppercut to the jaw. The fight was over, and so the ramp was saved. There's that wonderful smell called outer happiness. Smells like money dipped in honey. Yes, the smell of success. Take a good whiff, take a good sniff. Why stop at one beer? Fame and fortune, fortune and fame. And now to conclude. The young intern sat by himself in the corner of the coffee shop. Now, sing in the more, old friend. He had learned about medicine, but more important is he had learned about life. Dear contributor, we are returning your stupid story. Give up. You're a terrible writer. Why do you bother us? We wouldn't use one of your stories even if you paid us. Please leave us alone. Drop dead. Never send us another story. Sign the editors. It's just a form letter. File it.
Oh yeah, that's what you think. Oh yeah, that's what you think. Oh yeah, that's what you think. Oh yeah, that's what you think.
What?
That's my new philosophy. Oh yeah, that's what you think.
Why are you telling me?
Huh?
Why are you telling me?
Why are you telling me? I like it. That's a good philosophy. Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me my new philosophy? The teacher gave a D on last week's homework. She said, Miss Sally Brown, your grades are going down. I could have told her.
New philosophy.
My new philosophy, Miss B, I cheat. Look, C, a D, a D. Why are you telling me? And that's my new philosophy.
That's your new philosophy.
Why are you telling me? My
great, Sally, but I have to get back to practicing Chopin's Nocturne in B flat minor.
No! I like it! No! That's a good philosophy. No! No! No!
So that's your new philosophy, huh?
Yes! I mean no! Just like a busy bee, each new philosophy can fly from tree to tree and keep me moving. When life's a dizzy maze or overhating days, I choose a different phrase.
Your new philosophy.
My new philosophy.
Sally, some philosophies are simple. Man does not live by bread alone. Some philosophies are clear.
Give your message at the sound of the tone.
Some philosophies pick and choose, deciding what goes in is some take a lifetime.
Mine take a minute.
But Sally, anything that takes only a minute can't be very lasting. Take for instance, Beethoven took over 2 years to write his brilliant Ninth Symphony.
No!
I can't stand it!
I can't stand it! I like it! It's like a guarantee. My new philosophy. And things are sure to be a whole lot brighter. Oh yeah? That's what you think. Why are you telling me? No! I can't stand it! Now life is free and easy. Much more philosophy with my breath. You know, someone has said that we should live each day as if it were the last day of our lives. This is the last day! I only have 24 hours left! Help me! This is the last day! Clearly, some philosophies aren't for all people. And that's my new philosophy!
Alright, gang, this is the last game of the season, so I want everyone giving everything he's got.
Charlie Brown, I thought of some new strategy for you. Why don't you tell the other team to meet us at a certain place, only it isn't the real place. And when they don't show up, we'll win by forfeit. Huh? Isn't that a good idea? I don't understand these managers who don't want to use good strategy.
The thing we have to remember is spirit and teamwork, as long as we grit our teeth and bear down.
I heard them trash talking us, Charlie Brown, but I got even with them though. I said, you think you're so great? Mozart was writing symphonies when he was your age. That really shut him up.
I bet it did, but as long as we grit our teeth and bear down...
Perhaps you shouldn't be a playing manager, Charlie Brown. Perhaps you should be a bench manager.
That's a great idea. You'd be a great bench manager, big brother. You could say, bench do this, or bench do that. You could even decide where we put the bench. You could say, let's put it over here, or let's put it over there.
I can't stand this.
What's the point of our playing when we know we're going to lose? If there was even 1,000,000 to 1 chance we might win, it would make some sense.
Well, we may not have 1,000,000 to 1 chance, but I'm sure we at least have 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance. Give me a T.
T.
Give me an E.
E.
Give me an A.
A.
Give me an M.
M.
You got it?
T.
There's no team like the best team, which is our team. Right here, we will show you we're the best team in a very little league this year. And in no time, we'll be big time with the big league baseball stars. For all you have to do is win just one more game, and the championship is ours.
Dear pen pal, you'll never guess what happened today at the baseball game. It's hard to believe what happened today at the baseball game. I was the manager, Schroeder was catcher, and all of the team was the same as always, but somehow or other disaster struck at the baseball game. Huddle up! 3 balls, 2 strikes. The bases were loaded with 2 men out. I pitched my curve, but somehow he hit it a good, strong clout. Lucy, I hollered, it's coming right to you. She caught it as easy as pie, then dropped it. I don't think it's good for a team's morale to see their manager cry. Snoopy helped out by fighting a runner and catching the ball in his teeth. Linus got flies from 3-story window by holding his blanket beneath. Yes, he had fortitude, no one could argue with that. And 1 run would win us the game as I came up to bat.
All right, Charlie Brown, all behind you. Sort of. I mean, this man can't pitch. He pitches like my grandmother, Charlie Brown. Now all you have to do is bear down. Just bear down. And when you get to first, watch your eyes signal. Got it?
In the big league baseball stars, for all we have to do is win just one more game.
And the championship is ours.
2 men were on with 2 outs and me with 1 strike to go. Then I saw her, this cute little red-headed girl I know. Firmly I vowed I would win it for her as I shouldered my bat and I swung. Dear pen pal, I'm told where you live is really quite far. Would you please send directions on how I can get where you are? Your friend, Charlie Brown.
What's wrong, Lucy?
Don't talk to me, Linus. I don't deserve to be spoken to. I don't deserve to breathe the air that I breathe. I'm no good, Linus. I'm no good.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. And there is no reason at all why I should go on living on the face of this earth.
Yes, there is.
Name one. Just name one reason why I should still go on living on the face of this planet.
Well, firstly, you have a brother that loves you. Every once in a while, I say the right thing.
Surprising. At least Lucy knows she can't be grabby anymore.
Anymore?
Where is everyone? I told them to be here.
Told them to be here.
If you don't rehearse, we can't perform the assembly tomorrow.
Assembly tomorrow.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Linus.
Linus.
Lucy.
Hey, give me my pencil, you blockhead.
No, not until you promise to give me back my crayons.
That is my best pencil, and if you don't give it to me right now, I'll tell Sally what you said about her.
Lucy.
Stop. You don't rehearse. You're late.
What'd you say about me, Linus?
He said.
Stop.
Sorry I'm late.
There's no time to be sorry.
What did he say?
He said.
Quiet! Now remember, this is a mood piece. You must paint a picture with music and words. And concentrate! Remember, adagio con brio.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope live, where seldom is heard a discouraging word. Not on your life disguise or not.
brush, no pencil. Skies are not cloudy all day.
My pencil.
Oh, give me a home. Give me that pencil. Bright diamond sand flows leisurely down the street. Oh!
Graceful white swan goes gliding along.
What did he call me? He said it's an enigma.
An enigma?
Boy, that makes what a terrible thing to call us. What's an enigma? Never mind.
What's an enigma?
Hey, look at my pencil.
Where seldom is heard a discouraging word.
And the skies are not cloudy all day.
Aren't the clouds beautiful? They look like big balls of cotton.
Oh yes, I could just sit here all day and watch them drift past.
You know, if you use your imagination, you can see all sorts of things in the clouds. What do you see, Charlie Brown?
Well, I see a...
Mermaid! Riding on a unicorn.
I see an angel blowing on a big long horn.
I see Mount Rushmore, Thomas and George, waving at me. What do you see?
Dragon! Charging at an armored knight. Charge, charge!
The town he's up, leaning slightly to the right.
I see Goliath, half a mile tall, waving at me. What do you see?
A team of 22 flying horses. I see a dinosaur.
Civil War.
Landing on the dunes.
Camelot!
Caesar at the Rubicon.
I see a...
Circus! Just as plain as anything.
The clowns are on now, performing at the center ring.
I see Prometheus waving at me. What do you see? What do you see?
I
The
see a...
ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. I see the astronauts.
The fall of Rome. You too?
Seven wonders of the world.
I see a...
Gargoyle, like they have in Notre Dame.
The stag of Carthage.
And an army navy game.
All 12 apostles waving at me. What do you see? What do you see?
Well, what do you see, Charlie Brown?
I was going to say Mr. Tyson riding a unicorn, but I changed my mind.
me has a chain of command. Do you know who's on the bottom of that chain? Guess. It's the dog. The dog's on the bottom of that chain. Do you understand? I said, do you understand?
They hate it when you stare at them like this.
Hi, Linus. Where are you going? Lucy's teaching me, Charlie Brown. She says her sister is responsible for the education of her little brother. So she's teaching me. Boy, is she intelligent.
Come along, Linus. Do you see this tree? It is a fir tree. It's called a fir tree because it gives us fur coats. It also gives us wool in the wintertime.
I never knew that before, Lucy. That's very interesting.
This is an elm tree. It's very little, but it will grow up into a giant tree. An oak, you can tell how old it is by counting its leaves.
Gosh, Lucy, that's
One,
fascinating.
two,
Now, Lucy,
three.
I haven't been to interfere, but
And way up there, those fluffy little white things, those are clouds. They make the wind blow. And way down there, those tiny little black things, those are buds. They make the grass grow.
is that so?
That's right. They run around all day, tugging and tugging at each tiny seedling until it grows into a great tall blade of grass.
Boy, that's amazing.
Oh, good grief.
And this thing here, it's called a hydrant. They grow all over, and no one seems to know just how a little thing like that gets so much water. Do you see that bird? It's called an eagle. But since it's little, it has another name, a sparrow. And on Christmas and Thanksgiving, we eat them.
Lucy, how can you say that? I'm sorry. I said highly biased.
And way up there, the little stars and planets make the rain that falls in showers. And when it's cold and winter is upon us, the snow comes up, just like the flowers.
Now, Lucy, I know that's wrong. Snow doesn't come up, it comes down.
Actually, after it comes up, this wind blows it around, making it look like it's coming down. But actually, snow comes up out of the ground like grass. Snow comes up, Charlie Brown. Snow comes up.
Oh, good grief. Lucy, why is Charlie Brown banging his head against that tree?
To loosen the bark to make the tree grow faster. Clouds can make the wind blow, bugs can make the grass grow. So, there you go. These are little known facts that now you know.
Do falling leaves make you sad?
Absolutely not. If fallen leaves are falling, I say let them fall. It's when they start to jump back on the trees is when you're in trouble.
You see that leaf falling? This happens every year. This is known as one of the cycles of nature. There's a lesson to be learned from this. Do you know what it is?
No, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me, Sally Brown.
Don't be a leaf if you can be the tree. Don't be a raindrop if you can be the sea. For a leaf may fall, but the tree remains. Heaven never in all, but the sea remains. Better to be the tree and the sea. See, don't be a cloud if you can be the sky.
Don't be a feather, be a bird and fly.
For the clouds are bright while the sky grows on.
And a bird can fly with a feather cut.
Be the bird, the sky, the tree, and the deep blue sea. Don't be anything less than everything you can be.
Don't be the sail if you can be the boat. Don't be the lining if you can be the coat. It may lose its sail, but a boat will float, and a coat without a lining is still a coat. Better to be the boat and the coat. Quote!
Don't be the stick if you can be the drum. Don't be the sugar, be the plum by gum.
Break a stick, but the drum will be
Without a sugar coat comes a good to eat. Better to be the drum and the plum and the coat and the boat and the bird and the sky and the tree and the deep blue sea. Don't be anything less than everything you can be. Don't be the moo if you can be the cow. Don't be the furrow if you can be the plow. Cause you can't get milk from you, no way. The furrow's in a rut, but the plow's okay. Better to be the cow and the plow.
Now, don't be the sting if you can be the bee.
Don't be a 2 if you can be a 3.
Cause a sting can't make you a honey bun.
Take 2 from 3 and strike out 1.
Better to be the 3 and the bee and the cow and the plow.
The drum and the plum and the
Cocoa, bird, sky, tree, and the deep blue sea. Don't be anything less than everything you can be. Don't be the string if you can be the kite. Don't be the darkness if you can be the light. If you lose a string, you can fly a kite. Will anybody here fly a kite at night? Better to be the kite and the light. Right? Don't be the tail if you can be the dog. Don't be the bump if you can be the log. You can ride this tail, but you can't ride me. A bump without a log is much to be. Better to be the dog and the log and the kite and the light and the 3 and the bee and the cow and the plow and the drum and the plum and the coat and the boat and the bird and the sky and the tree
And the deep blue sea.
Don't be anything less than everything you can be.
My stomach clock just went off. It's supper time, and Charlie Brown has forgotten to feed me. Here I lie, hollowed, withering shell of a dog. And there sits my supper dish, empty. That's all right. He'll remember. When no furry friend comes to greet him after school, then he'll remember, and he'll rush out here to the doghouse. It'll be too late. There'll be nothing left of his former friend. He used to run and play so happily with him. Nothing but the bleached puppy bone.
Hey, Snoopy, are you asleep or something? I've been sitting here a whole minute with your supper.
Supper time? Supper time? Behold this brimming bowl of meat and meal, which is brought forth to ease our hunger. Behold the flowing flagon, moist and sweet, which has been sent to stake our thirst.
Okay, Snoopy, there's no need for a big production. Just get out that doghouse and eat.
It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. Oh, it's supper time. The very best time of day. It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. And when supper time comes, it's never be far away. Bring on the soup dish, bring on the cup, bring on the bacon and fill me up. 'Cause it's supper, 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 supper time. Ba-da-ba-dee-da, ba-da-ba-dee-ba-dee, it's supper time. Bring on the hamburger, bring on the bun. Happy's little puppy loves everyone, 'cause it's supper, 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 Superman supper, supper, super duper supper time. Yeah, bring on the meat. It's time to eat. Bring on dog food, bring on the meat. Give me food, give me water, give me something to chew. Give me food, give me water, give me something to chew.
Why can't you give me a quiet, calm, like any other normal dog?
What's wrong with making mealtime a joyous occasion? Supper, 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 time!
It looks to me like an airplane the way the lights are blinking on and off. Schroeder, is that an airplane or a star?
You know, it could be a star. It could also be a planet, even a satellite.
It could be a satellite.
I mean, we'll never know if we just sit here.
Where are you going?
Going to get a better look.
On nights like these, I like to sit atop my doghouse and look at the sky. But there's something missing. In my opinion, that's exactly what this night needed.
That little redhead girl, she dropped her pencil and bite marks all over it. She's human. I guess today hasn't been such a bad day after all. Happiness is finding a pencil.
Pizza with sausage.
Having the time.
Happiness is learning to whistle.
Tying your shoe for the very first time.
Happiness is playing the drum in your own school band.
And happiness is walking hand in hand. Happiness is 2 kinds of ice cream.
Knowing a secret.
Climbing a tree.
Happiness is 5 different crayons. Happiness is being alone every now and then. And happiness is coming home again. Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
Happiness is having a sister.
Sharing a sandwich, getting along.
Happiness is singing together
your happiness.